Hello and welcome to Essentials again. I'm your host, Jenna Azera, and so excited that you're here today. And thank you for supporting my podcast, my channel. I really appreciate it, all of you. I just love you all so very much. And I'm so excited to share more with you today that will help you and help you become who you want to be, have the life you want, do the life you dream of. Because no one wants to feel stuck. No one wants to feel down in darkness, and no one wants to be there. And I've been there we all been there. I've been there. And I really hope that what I share today with you will help you. First of all, before I begin and continue, I want to share my prayers and my cares to those who are in Florida right now with their hurricanes. God be with you. I can't imagine how scary that would be, especially those who are really close to shore. Um, just know that I've been praying for you. I have a brother and an uncle down there, and I'm thinking about you guys very often. And so just know that I'm thinking of you guys in Florida, and just know that you're watched over from God. And also, I'm excited to say that I realized I forgot to say this in my last episode was that I'm going to be posting every Tuesday these episodes. So stay tuned every Tuesday. I will be posting them so that you can receive them every Tuesday to start out your week well. And so I'm very excited. So today we are going to be talking about having a positive mindset, developing a positive mindset, and what it is. Um, and so just for fun, I wanted to look it up Google had to say about it because it's always fascinating to see what AI and Google have to say about it. And so the definition I got here was very fascinating. All right. So there was two different definitions I got from Google. The first one is the practice of approaching life with optimism and looking for the good in any situation. So I love that, approaching life with optimism and looking for good in any situation. And then the second definition I got was a positive mindset is a tendency to think optimistically. My gosh, I can't say words. Optimistically and expect good things to happen, even in difficult situations. It involves acknowledging negative outcomes, but focusing on the positive aspects of a situation. I really love that because that's one thing I think a lot of people misunderstand about a positive mindset. I'm always positive. I'm always positive. I always have to think like anything dark that comes or anything challenging, I have to think positive. In some ways, that's true. But it's not toxic positivity, which I will talk about another episode on toxic positivity. But like, it really is your outlook in life. It's really how you approach life. Are you approaching it with fear? Are you approaching it with anxiety? Are you approaching it with doubt in yourself and others? Or even with these challenges, are you approaching them with faith? Are you approaching them optimistically? Are you approaching it with hope? Are you approaching it with, I can do this, even if I have to figure it out along the way? It's your mindset. It's where does your thoughts go the most of the time? I was trying to think of a fun example that we all could relate to. And the one that came into my mind a lot was in Finding Nemo, Dory and Marlin are in the whale's mouth and the water's coming down in the mouth. And I just love the scene. It's so much fun because it's like Marlin's like, oh my gosh, it's already half empty. And Dory just looking around, it seems half full. Stop it. It's half empty. It's such an awesome scene because Dory, I just love Dory. She's just so pure. She's so innocent, but her outlook in life is so positive. And it probably annoys Marlin a lot, of her positive outlook. He may, yeah, realistically look at the world as a glass half empty, but we sometimes need to focus on how Dory looks at the world and looks at the situation. Like, if you really watch the Finding Nemo, it's a great example between a positive mindset and a negative mindset. How are you looking at the situations? When they lost the goggles, Marlin, which rightfully so, starts get so discouraged and sad and down that they lost their one way to find Nemo. And Dory, hello, Mr. Grumpy Gills. you know what we need to do? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. It's the exact same concept. It's just keep swimming. It's really just thinking, finding what you can do, finding the good in the situation, finding what you can do at that moment. And Dory did that. Well, yes, we lost the goggles, but let's swim down and get them. And sure enough, they do. Um, or like the fish that annoyed Marlin, he was very frustrated with them because they're not listening to him. But Dory approached them, even though, yeah, like the fish were more on her side, but she's approached them with a positive mindset, like, I'm gonna ask anyway, I'm gonna try. And sure enough, they directed them to where they would find Nemo. And so, anyway, I love Finding Nemo. Great show. Definitely would recommend as a fun, like, um, way to look at life. Watch it and observe between Marlin and Dory and even Nemo, on how they approach life. And so, I just love positive mindset, how it's changed me because our brains are so powerful. The messages that we give it, it's going to come out. That's why affirmations are so important. The messages you tell your brain, recognizing negative and positive thought patterns when certain events come, and how that impacts our behaviors. Our brain is truly incredible. The book here, Psycho-Cybernetics, is a great example of this. It's actually a great book if you want to improve your self-image and your positive past and set achieve worthwhile goals and other successful, amazing tools. He just talks about the brain, the power of your brain here, and really how you can convince yourself that you're dying, that you're lonely, that you're sad or depressed, you're unhealthy or sick, or you can convince yourself that you're healthy, you're smart, you're wise, you're successful, you're happy. It's amazing. Our brain can give so much power. I want to read one quote from it. Let's see if I can find it because it is so fascinating. Let's see if I can find it now that I pull it out. Yeah, here we go. I found it. So the self-image is our own conception of the sort of person I am. It has been built up from our own beliefs about ourselves. And then about most of these beliefs are about ourselves have unconsciously been formed from our past experiences, our successes and our failures, our humiliations, our triumphs, and the other way people have reacted to us, especially in early childhood. From all these mentally constructed self or picture of self, once an idea or a belief about ourselves goes into this picture, it becomes true. As far as we personally are concerned, we do not question its validity, or proceed to act upon it just as if it were true. It's amazing. Like if you literally tell yourself, I'm fat, I'm not good a swimmer, I'm not going to be successful in this job, this business, my marriage sucks. You're going to convince yourself that your marriage sucks, that you're not a good swimmer, that your business is not going to succeed, or you're not going to do well in your job. What your mindset is what you look for. Your brain looks for the messages you tell yourself. So start thinking about that. What kind of messages are you telling yourself? Is it helping you or is it harming you? Is it lifting you up? Is it bringing you closer to success? Or is it going to doom you to failure because that's what you expect is failure? And so I really love that about mindset is that we can control our life. We can control our destiny. We can't control outside aspects. There's nothing we can do about outside aspects. But what we can do inside is what's most important. I wish I had the exact quote on me, so I'm probably gonna not do great with the quote, but there was a German Holocaust survivor, and he shared this amazing idea. Like they asked him, how did you get through this horrific, traumatic experience of going through these camps during the war? And he said that they could take everything else away from me, but they cannot take away how like, in a sense, his hope, his mindset, how he viewed life. He kept himself in a place where the Germans could do nothing about how he felt about himself and about his situation. They could take away his clothes, they could take away his life, but they cannot take away how he feels about himself and the world and how he sees it. And I think that's very powerful because I think it's so easy, especially in today. There's a lot of victimization when it comes to I'm a victim to my emotions. I'm a victim to my circumstances. I'm a victim to this person. I'm a victim to my job. I'm a victim to the darkness around me, to these bullies, to my parents. It don't victimize yourself. You're giving control to other people of how your mindset's gonna be. Yes, you can't control what someone will say to you. You can't control if you're gonna lose your job. You can't control the outside aspects of the world. But what you can control is how you feel about yourself and how you approach the situation. And so don't let your emotions control me. Don't let the world control you. You can control yourself. And that's what I want to help you. And that's what I'm going to have some awesome um, guests come on my podcast soon. One is my lifetime mentor of how we can master our emotions. And then my cousin Adrienne will be joining us soon too, of how we can unlock a healthy mind and how it can help us become successful because our brains are truly powerful. So don't victimize yourself. Don't victimize yourself to negative thinking. Just because the world's doing it doesn't mean it's right. I just love what a positive mindset can do to you. And it has so many benefits. But first, before I share the benefits, let me share some simple ways that you can build your mindset. And one of those is what you surround yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself with good people who believe in you? Are you surrounding yourself with good books? Or are you surrounding yourself with negativity? Are you surrounding yourself with social media? Like social media is not bad. But the content, is it going to help you? Are you comparing yourself or are you uplifting yourself? That's what's important. You are a sponge. You soak in what's around you and it becomes who you are, how you think, how you feel, everything. And so be mindful of what you're watching, listening to, surrounding yourself with, or people who you're with. Because whether you like it or you agree with it or not, you will become what you surround yourself with. So please be careful of that. And another thing that can help you with having a positive mindset is gratitude. Holy smokes. This is like one of the biggest tools you can have towards a positive mindset. You can be like, gratitude sounds like, no, it's not. It's like one of the best things you can do. If you're in a dark place, if you always feel negative about yourself, I think this is a great start. Besides choosing who you surround yourself with, sometimes you can't always control what's around you, but you can control how you feel about things, and gratitude can help you with that. It's always being grateful for being thankful. Thank someone for helping you, even if it's as simple as a grocery clerk, someone who smiled at you, smile back. Gratitude also, I found out through Google, is also an act of kindness. So when you serve others, you're showing gratitude, whether to a stranger or to someone you love. Take time to be grateful. Write a gratitude journal. Every night I write 10 things I am grateful for, and I notice a difference when I don't take time to be grateful for something, for anything in my life. And I would say if you're religious, pray to God. Just sometimes taking time not to ask him anything, just say a whole prayer of gratitude towards him. There's times when I do that, I notice how much energy I have, how much happier I am. Instead of just always asking God to bless me with this, to always give me that, I just thank him for what he's given me and then walk off or take time to sit down and hopefully hear him. Take time to be grateful, to have gratitude. The third thing that you can do is oh my gosh, my brain is drawing a blank. There we go. Recognizing your mindset, recognizing the thoughts that enter your mind, recognizing if your thoughts are leading you to a positive outcome or to a negative outcome. It's amazing how unconsciously we are thinking all these thoughts, and we sometimes especially get so used to negative thinking that we don't even realize we're bringing ourselves down. So, for example, let me actually give an example of an exercise that my therapist gave when I was a teenager. I had a really difficult time with the ACT test. It took it 8 times. It was hard for me. Tests don't come easily for me. And I was so discouraged. I was so angry at one of the tests that I failed at. I missed a lot of questions and it was very discouraged. And so I recognized immediately my thoughts were like, I'm failing, I'm stupid, I'm not gonna make it. And then I took a step back and recognized, hold on, is that true? Am I stupid? No. Did I fail? No. I put a good effort into that test. Even if I didn't pass, I put a good effort in. So no, I did not fail. I may have failed to the test standards, but that doesn't mean my effort failed. And so you take a step back and then you reframe that mindset. You reframe those thoughts. Yes, I did not finish the test. Or yes, I answered that wrong. But I'm going to work hard and study and be successful next time. That's what you do. I'm not a failure. I'm learning and growing. That'll make me a stronger person, which it did. That's truth. So every time a negative thought comes into you, take a step back and think, is this true? Is this worth my time? Or is this going to build me up? Or is it going to tear me down? So recognizing thought patterns. Another thing you can do, build a positive mindset, is to take care of yourself. This one is the hardest one for me. I have a really hard time because I love being busy. I love feeling busy. I love always doing something. But if you don't take time for yourself, you're going to be burnt out. And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that. Now, there's a balance. Sometimes it's so easy to take care of yourself, like to do nothing, to scroll on social media. That's not self-care. That's distraction. It's just scrolling through your phone is a distraction and it will never help you. Yeah, it can give you a little moment of peace in your mind to say, but again, you're going through maybe comparing yourself. You're going through negative thoughts about yourself. And not all social media is bad. If it's balanced, if it's used right, it can be an amazing tool for you. But unfortunately, social media can have some negative consequences if we spend too much time with it. So find ways to care for yourself, whether that's reading a book. I would say reading self-improvement books is the best thing you can do for your heart and mind. Like when you learn something, you soak it in and you develop a better mindset about life and success in your life. So I recommend even just a fictional book. Just read a book is so good for your brain. When you stimulate the brain, it brings out good habits. It brings out good things for your brain to really work on. Other self-care. Yes, a bubble bath is a great one, especially with Epsom salt. It can have a lot of benefits for your body and your brain. Um, Taking time to go on a walk, get outside. It is right now, I'm actually surprised how hot it is in October. This is perfect weather. Go take a walk, rather with yourself, with your spouse, your family, or your dog. Just takes time to get outside. Nature is just so healing, and there's nothing better. Meditating. And this one's a hard one for me. I have such a monkey brain, but I'm working on it. I'm hoping to do a future episode once I've kind of mastered it of tips and tricks to help you with a monkey brain because this is something I struggle with. So just know that you're not alone out there who's struggling with a monkey brain because I have me every single day, but at least I'm practicing. But taking time to be present, taking time to breathe in and out is so good to clear your mind and help you focus, to help you kind of think things clearly. And so those are a few things that you can do to build your positive mindset. If you want to join my 5-day positive mindset challenge, which is free on email, click the link below. I'll have it in the show notes. But it's just a 5-day positive mindset of habits that can help you develop a positive mindset. And then you can email me if you need some help. I'm happy to provide you some feedback or support in this journey because we shouldn't go through it alone. It's hard. It's reframing your brain is so much work. And I'm excited to talk to my cousin in a future podcast, future episode, because she's going to tell you, because she went through, I'll let her share her story, but she had to literally reframe, reorganize, rewire, that's the word, rewire her mind because it was impacting her health, it was impacting her life, her family, And because she worked so hard on her mind, she's happy, she's healthy, and she's doing awesome. And she's going to unlock those keys to you so very soon in this future episode, which I'm super excited about. Um, let's see, other things I want to share with you. Oh, yes, benefits. Let's talk about benefits. So it definitely can improve your well-being. When you have a positive mindset, you find yourself naturally more happy. And also, like, it reduces sickness and disease and stress and anxiety. When you take time to reframe your mind to a positive mindset, it can help decrease, illness, because it's amazing how much stress and depression can impact your health. So when you reframe it, when you rewire it, you have a better chance of being healthier and happier. And then also to help you develop better habits to become more successful, whether that's in your personal life, whether that's developing habits to build your marriage, to build your family, to build your business or your career. When you're always so negative, you become lazy, you become a downer, and you're not very fun to be around. Believe me, I think we all been around someone who's super negative. They're not fun to be around and they tear you down, or they want to bring you down too, or the they're just the emotion they're around. It's really can be hard. And I'm sorry for anyone who's down in that place. And I think we should have a lot of compassion for them because maybe they're going through something that's very difficult and they have a very difficult time having the idea to change to a positive mindset, how a positive mindset can help them. So I hope this podcast helps you. Please send this episode to someone who you know can who needs help with having a positive mindset. It is so much work. It's going to take time. Don't expect from one afternoon trying to reframe your mindset or practicing these habits that you're going to also get better. It's going to take time. It's a compound effect. As you keep doing little things, it will compound. It will become a big result. Whether you do good habits or bad habits, it will compound to what area you want and what habits do you want to help you? What thoughts do you want to help you? So take time to develop a positive mindset. Please join my challenge. I would love to help you. Please email me anything that you are struggling with as you go through this challenge or just in life, and I will help you along with the workbook that it comes with and the guidance from each of the emails. And please listen to this podcast. This is a great podcast to get you started and help you start thinking about ways that you can become a better human being, a better husband, spouse, wife, a better mother, father, and a better employee or a better businesswoman or man. I'm here to help you. And I know that as you continue to work on these things, it will compound into great results. So again, thank you for being part of Essentials today. I am so excited to continue doing this podcast. Follow up every Tuesday, and I will have a new episode for you. And all have a fantastic week and take care.